Welcome to the Lions News Fan Report. Do you think Khalil Mack would be the perfect addition to boost the Lions' Super Bowl aspirations? Stay with me to find out how this potential signing could change the team's destiny. With the offseason in full swing, the Detroit Lions have the chance to evaluate their needs and strengthen the roster to keep their dream of a Super Bowl window alive. General Manager Brad Holmes made it clear in his press conference. The focus is on bolstering the team without straying from the strategic plan. One area that urgently needs reinforcement is the pass rush. Despite the anticipated return of Aiden Hutchinson and Zadarius Smith, the edge rusher lineup needs more depth. This is where Khalil Mack comes into play, the 9-time Pro Bowler who decided to continue playing in 2025, as reported by ESPN's Adam Schefter. Mack will be an unrestricted free agent, and his experience and talent make him an attractive asset for any team with serious playoff ambitions. Although Mack is no longer in his prime, he is still a respected name in the league. Last season, even with a reduced sack output, he remained relevant in advanced metrics, ranking among the top 30 in quarterback pressures and in the top 25 in pass rush win rate. Mack's experience and leadership could be a game changer for the Lions, especially in critical playoff moments, the stage where he is still seeking his first victory. But the big question is, how much would Mack cost? According to SpotTrack, his market value is estimated at around $6.8 million for a one-year deal, though something closer to $10 million might be more realistic. Having earned $169.5 million over his career, it's unlikely Mack will prioritize money over a real shot at competing for a Super Bowl. If the Lions truly want Mack, they'll face competition. Other competitive teams will likely be interested, and the decision could come down to how much the Lions are willing to invest to attract one of the NFL's most experienced pass rushers. And you, Lions fans, do you think Khalil Mack is the missing piece to elevate the team to new heights? Don't forget to share your opinion. When considering Mack as a potential signing, the Lions must also strategically weigh the long-term impact. A short-term contract seems like the best solution, allowing the team to capitalize on what Mack still offers while maintaining flexibility for future moves. After all, the goal is not just to build for the present, but also to ensure a competitive roster in the coming seasons. Brad Holmes has proven himself to be a savvy strategist, and with the support of Dan Campbell, any decision regarding Mack is likely to be calculated and well thought out. If the Lions can align Mack's financial expectations with the team's needs, his arrival could add an entirely new dimension to the defense, creating a constant threat to opposing quarterbacks. It's not just Mack's technical skills that make him such a valuable potential addition. His experience in big games, even without playoff wins, could inspire and guide younger players. Aiden Hutchinson, for example, could benefit immensely from working alongside such a respected veteran. This exchange of experiences would not only reflect on-field performance, but also instill the mentality needed to overcome the challenges of critical stages. However, the move isn't without risks. Mack, who will turn 34, is no longer the explosive player he was in his early years. The drop in sack production in 2024 raises questions about his durability and consistency. The Lions need to balance this risk with a potential return he could offer, especially in a defensive system that values constant pressure and physical presence. Even so, what makes this offseason so intriguing is that it isn't just about Khalil Mack. The Lions are in a unique position, with a talented young core and a highly competent coaching staff. Adding a piece like Mack would be a bold step, but it certainly won't be the team's only focus in the coming months. Through the draft, free agency, and even trades, Holmes has the chance to make precise adjustments that could transform the Lions into an NFC powerhouse. Now, we want to hear from you. Is Khalil Mack the right choice for the Lions? Or do you see another player as the key piece to elevate the team's defense? Comment and join the discussion. And remember to stay updated on all things Detroit Lions. Subscribe to the Lions News Fan Report and turn on notifications. Let's go on this journey together, fans. Now, as a passionate Detroit Lions fan, here's my take. The possibility of having Khalil Mack on the Lions defense excites me, but with some reservations. You can't ignore the impact a player of Mack's pedigree can bring, even in the twilight of his career. He's no longer the dominant athlete he was at his peak, but he still has a lot to offer, especially in critical moments. His ability to pressure the quarterback, even with a reduced sack count last season, is still above league average, and that could be a difference maker in key games. Moreover, having someone like Mack in the locker room can be as valuable as his on-field contributions. He's a natural leader and a player who has seen it all in the NFL. His presence alongside Aiden Hutchinson and other young defensive talents will be a daily masterclass for this new generation. Hutchinson, in particular, could learn a lot about game reading, discipline, and a winning mentality from Mack. That said, we need to be realistic. The Lions shouldn't overpay to bring him in. A one-year deal projected at $6.80 to $10 million seems fair, but anything above that could be risky, especially since we still have other areas of the team that need attention, like the depth in the wide receiver core and even the interior defensive line. If Mack's top priority is to win a Super Bowl, and he's willing to join a team that's shaping up to compete at that level, he'd be a perfect fit. We're building something special in Detroit, and the arrival of a veteran with that mindset would be another building block in that foundation. In my view, if the price is right and the interest is mutual, Khalil Mack would be an addition that gives us even more strength to finally break through and advance in the playoffs. Now I want to hear from you, Lions fans. Do you think it's worth investing in Mack? Is he the missing piece to take our defense to the next level, or should we explore other options? Comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to the Lions News Fan Report yet, don't wait. Join our community for more content like this. Let's move toward glory together. If we look beyond Khalil Mack, this offseason's outlook becomes even more exciting for the Lions. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have shown an impressive ability to make strategic decisions, balancing long-term development with immediate competitiveness. This is crucial to keeping the team not just relevant but dominant in the coming years. Adding Mack alone wouldn't solve all the defense's issues. Our edge rusher group has potential, but still needs more consistency. Hutchinson is proving he can be a defensive cornerstone, but he can't shoulder that responsibility alone. The combination of a veteran like Mack with other reinforcements, via draft or free agency, could create a solid and devastating rotation. And let's be honest, what the Lions lack isn't talent, but experience in high-pressure moments. As a fan, I feel we're on the brink of something incredible. We have a young core, a coach who has won over the locker room, and a fan base that never gives up, even during tough times. Adding Khalil Mack could be the necessary push to finally take the next step. He brings leadership, defensive depth, and most importantly, the feeling that we can beat any team anywhere. At the same time, we must stay focused on not sacrificing our future for a short-term move. This is an off-season of opportunities, and Mack is just one piece of the puzzle. If Holmes plays his cards wisely, as we've seen he can, the Lions could become an unstoppable force in the NFC. So, Lions fans, how do you see this offseason shaping up? Do you think we're on the right path to building a championship team? And if Khalil Mack joins, how do you see him fitting into this machine? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Lions News Fan Report for more passionate analysis and discussions like this. Let's head to the top together.